and welcome very much to Conversations. It's really good to have you on the program. And I'm anxious to see some of those graphics you got and so forth. And welcome in the audience. Welcome very much to Conversations. We have in this program a fellow producer here at MNN has the program that airs each weekday on MNN. It's called Ethical Social Networking. And he's a person of really great spiritual depth and intellectual curiosity and concern, a very good soul, and he does the program in a very dedicated way, and we're very happy to welcome him to Conversations. And David, welcome very, very much to Conversations. It's a great pleasure to welcome you.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to have this opportunity to be among your large audience that you've cultivated.
Well, you have a real good audience. It's a really good program. Unfortunately, I'm a night person. I don't get a chance to get up too much, but I see it quite often, and it's always interesting, and always your soliloquies and the things that you present on the program are really good. And I'm really happy to welcome you, and it's aired daily, and it's streamed to all the world, and it's also aired here in Manhattan. This will be aired in Manhattan, here in the midst of the meeting of the General Assembly, where you have a lot of world leaders. These are matters that we're going to want to talk about, the series that you do. But I wonder, could you share, if you could, David, if you could share with me a little bit of your own background. You're from New York, I guess, originally. And could you share some of your background? Then we'll talk about your series or whatever you want to talk about. And you have a number of charts that you're going to show, which I'm looking forward to seeing. But where were you born and raised and that sort of thing? A little bit, if you could, briefly.
I was born in the Bronx in a dysfunctional family. And I had to learn everything on my own. So from not being able to talk, and not being able to read well, and not being able to, I was always good at math and science.
Interesting, yeah.
But with effort and will, determination, and proper books mainly.
Yeah.
I never had models.
Mm-hmm.
My first model that I had. Did I see a camera there?
Yeah, you're on the camera.
I know.
There I am.
I'd like to have this camera on me. Is that possible?
Well, they'll try. They could do that. They will try. It's a little hard to do it so exactly, everything like that. But if you could go on camera 2, maybe he seems to want it on camera 2.
It's okay.
Switch.
Let's just wait.
I think it's best just let them do it.
There's no hurry.
Okay, yeah.
No hurry.
There you go. There you're on 2 now.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you zero in on me now?
No.
I'm just finding out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's only the sign they can zero in on?
No, they can zero in on anything. Okay. There you go.
No, they're using that camera.
Yeah, that's right. Now you got the
I got to look at this camera. Then.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, right.
Okay, I'll look at this camera. I'll talk to you, Harold.
So, you know, there's a term, David. Maybe you've seen it. There's a term called autodidact. Do you know that term? It's coming in. That means self-taught. It sounds to me like you were very much of a self-taught person.
I'm always learning.
Yeah, right.
So
I know.
the point I was making is, even if you have any weaknesses, you know, and I was a teacher.
You were a teacher, okay.
Of emotionally disturbed children, so I like to see what's going on.
Good for you, yeah.
You need a camera here so I can talk in to see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'd best just let them do it.
And I'd like to...
yeah, okay.
I'd just like to, you know, deal with reality right here and now.
Yeah, and the space you're in. Yeah, I understand.
That's what I'm doing.
You do it really well on your program, incidentally. You know, you've got that all under control. It's very good.
I'm always learning. I'm learning here. I just got here today.
Yeah.
So what's important? What's more, I'm not important. It's the feel that flows through me that's important. See? Okay.
So did I hear you say, if I may, did I hear you say it was a dysfunctional family?
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about it.
You don't want, well then let's not talk about it. We don't want to talk about it if you don't want to. But you were in the Bronx and you did go to school.
I came here to transform this world.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of things here.
Yeah, right.
That I brought with me. That I can
could you tell me what this is, perhaps, first?
Okay.
This is the
most important thing.
They'll be able to come in on that and so forth. And this is a chart.
My teacher. Sant Rajinder Singh.
Now, who was that again? I'm sorry.
Sant Rajinder Singh.
That's
why I have this thing number 1 first.
I see. Right. All right.
So you can only have world peace if each of us, he claims, has inner peace. His only message is that we live up to the teaching of our religion, and we live up to doing the best we can in constructive endeavors.
Right.
We're here to do service for humanity. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
And I'm hoping we can quickly transform this world.
And
that's why I have on the other side.
On the other side.
I've been doing this for years, but now,
Yeah.
who knows, the time may be right now. Oh, is that mine?
Yeah, it's your buzzer going
Okay.
off.
16 seconds, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now it's back to 11. I'm going to meditate for 10 seconds.
Okay, you're going to meditate. Do you mind if I read while you meditate? It says, create a peace network to transform world. And you've got this thing, you do that often. I think it's interesting. Get 10 friends in a week who do likewise. Then in 2 weeks, 100 people focused on peace. That's that idea. You spell that out often on your program about getting the 1, 10, 100 people, and pretty
Citizen
soon,
network.
Yes, yeah, we can
Do I
talk.
have that there?
Yes, well,
There's an old sign.
Yeah, okay.
I did this like 4 years ago. See, I
Uh-huh.
take it. I used to carry it. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
it's like 5 years ago.
Yeah, you can carry it wherever you're going.
I carry it.
That's your own design.
And then on the other side,
yeah, turn it over.
More contemporary stuff. See, I can put the handle there. It's easy to make.
Yeah. There you got to think about this show.
I just use tape. Duct tape to no nails, anything.
Right. It's the design that's important.
And this is on what do you call that? What do you call it? 22 by 28. What do you call that? Cards. What do you call it? Poster board.
Poster board. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the thing you showed the other day on your program.
No, I took out that thing to make it larger.
Yeah. Right.
This is. We're going to talk about economic sanity.
Okay.
But this is.
That's their specific for the show, right?
Harold's guest is the host of TV show Ethical Social Networking, seen worldwide at this station, mnn.org.
Right, that's true.
It's at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
We used to have an hour show. You know, I started this. I wanted to stop the war in Iraq.
Yeah, right. Okay. A lot of people do, and we're having trouble getting it done, you know, but yeah.
And let me show the guests something, what they can do. This is some all useful stuff I bought.
All right.
Normally I don't show it to my show.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one thing. I always buy the Forbes 400.
Oh, yeah. The richest 400, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people pay attention to that, yeah.
I follow this every year because I'm interested in getting the, I should have had a thing like, let me get my book out. Like I bought this here book.
Okay.
Let's go through some of the things that are important to me.
Okay, you do, if I may, on the other side you have a thing that shows some of the disparity of wealth.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you want to show that because you were just talking about Forbes.
Thank you. Huh? Let's talk about the wealth.
This is a chart that I've seen you show on your show.
Okay, I'll just put this down here.
So and I know you've studied with your master in India and so forth. You're very concerned with spiritual matters.
I went to India in 1976.
And you have great interest in science and so forth? I
went in 76 to India because See, Kirpal Singh was my master. He took me under his wing. Let me talk to the camera. You should have something there for your guest. Okay, if it's possible, so they can see what it's like. I have a little thing that I can see what it's like.
I see. That's interesting. Yeah. They do that on webcam. Webcam.
So let me turn this
camcorders often you do that.
When I look that way, it doesn't look well.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk into the camera.
But your spiritual things, you're interested in that seriously so, and very much meditate.
My life,
but you're also very interested in the real world of economics and that sort of thing.
My life is to do service for humanity.
Okay.
You see?
Admirable. Yeah.
I'm a 7, according to Pythagoras' theorem, and therefore, you're an 8, by the way.
I am. I don't know. Okay.
I did the calculation. I didn't take it with me. I gave my assistant, my foot soldier. She's a 3. Threes are foot soldiers.
I've noticed those foot soldiers often get a lot done. Yeah.
You can. You're a rule. You should. In other words, a 4 is someone who manages the group.
Yeah.
An 8 is like Don Kaufman.
Coughlin. You're talking about the fellow.
They told me it's Kaufman.
Yeah.
So we'll have the executive director here.
Yes. Yeah. Real good guy.
So I'll say Kaufman.
So that's your name, Kaufman.
Kaufman.
Coghlan.
Well,
it's Irish.
Well, I asked another woman coming down the stairs, how do you pronounce it? And she told me the same that I believed in. So maybe you're right. I didn't ask him. I was too busy.
Okay.
I was too busy asking him something else.
Okay, good. Yeah.
What I wanted him to do, I wanted him to take your show and show it tonight because I want to. There's 170 people out there who I'm talking to who are the presidents and rulers of 170 countries.
Yeah, they're all here for the General Assembly.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
To try to reach them. I did 5 shows this week.
Yeah.
But I wasn't aware they were coming, so I didn't give it to them. I just gave it to what I want to do.
Right.
I want the redistribution of wealth. I don't want to take any money away from the rich. Let them keep all the money.
Okay.
What I want Congress to require them, the rich, to invest in wind energy in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's another, the second
Yeah,
slide.
it's something, your alarm's going off.
That's
all
all
right.
fine. Let the alarm go off.
All right.
And I'll take a little break.
Uh-huh.
So we're 2 segments. This is the 3rd segment.
Okay.
What I would do, I would redo the show.
Yeah, we could not.
I know, but I would redo the show,
okay,
and we start fresh. Now
Yeah,
that I know how it works now. Okay?
Yeah.
They come in cold. That's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, you got all those, everybody's here at the General Assembly. The President of Iran is in town and spoke up at Columbia and everything, yeah. And they're here, and you could reach them through this medium, perhaps.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
And you were a nice man to welcome me here, because I told you that I wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great.
Yeah, and you got a program on daily, every day. And
yeah,
don't forget.
But I haven't, this week I had a different orientation.
Right, right.
So I thought they were all leaving.
Uh-huh.
But Don Kaufman,
yeah.
How would you say it?
Coughlin.
Don Kaufman, doesn't matter. He's the executive director here. He told me.
Daniel.
Dan.
Yeah.
Keep correcting me.
Yeah, that's okay.
I like to be corrected, and everybody should be corrected and not get upset. You know?
Right.
And if you make a mistake, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
I don't think I've ever made a mistake in all my life.
Well, I was looking for.
I'm making a joke, Bella. David.
I'm going to treat you like I want to treat you.
Anyway, yeah.
So that means you're an agent of God.
Oh, okay, right.
So you think.
Oh.
So you came out of this field, which I may talk about. There's a field, and this field, you can call it love, harmony, and See, I had this idea, like the sun in the beginning, with these ideas that I'm about to say now.
Yeah.
In other words, we can transform ourselves if we only would learn how to deal with 2 different ideas at once.
Okay.
Or 2 different desires at once. Or a negative desire, call even a negative desire is a desire.
Yeah.
And most people, so I would recommend you get a book called Eckhart Tolle's The New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose.
Okay, I
think he's too many words.
Uh-huh.
But what he's saying over and over again is right. I think I could take his book and sum it up in 1 page or 1 paragraph.
Could you sum it up in a sentence?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But I'm saying if people want to get more how to be in the moment.
And
And my idea is different than his. See, all he says is good. Everybody has good things to say, but the problem is they have the beautiful baby, like Christ is a beautiful baby.
Yeah.
But their thinking makes a lot of bathwater. It pollutes the baby. They don't realize it.
Yeah, I think that's happened a lot.
It happens not only in religion, it happens
politics.
It's nowhere it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It happens on the individual level. You see, so we got to, each of us, get rid of the bathwater of our thinking.
And get to the essence of the truth.
The essence in all religions is love for each and all of us.
It is, I think that's true. Yeah, it seems that way.
And therefore, there's only 2 things we need at any moment. And you know them. I told you. Let's see if your audience can guess. Physically, we need air. Without air, for a minute or 2.
You don't last long, yeah.
So we always need air. But more important, each instant, we need love.
Okay.
An awakening. But it only can be done, he claims, through meditation. Now,
to get in terms of that inner truth.
Maybe we'll talk more about how to handle, let's talk about the economic sanity.
Yeah, that's good, because you were talking about Forbes magazine.
We'll call that cliffhangers.
Okay,
for people.
okay. Okay.
They're interested. Let me show who I am.
Okay.
They can watch my show. So
now, wait a minute, if I may.
I want to just turn it over.
Oh, okay, you're going to show that now. Okay.
People may be leaving the scene.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll be talking about all these things more. I used to talk very, like what they call tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, yeah.
But
Smoke
I would
sack.
call it, well, I wouldn't call it anything. But anyway, Harold's guest is the host of a TV show, Ethical Social Networking.
Right.
I'm trying to learn how to do that. We all have to learn to do that.
Well, you're doing it very well on your show.
There's faith. If you have faith, you can have action. That's that woman. What was her name? The singer.
You might mean Christine Ebersole. She was recently a guest on this show.
I saw her. Not on your show. I
Good
saw her
person,
on Paula Jones.
Yeah,
I mean,
Paula Gloria.
Call her Paula Jones. Doesn't matter what I call her. By approximation. You don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you try, eventually you will be blessed. I once read a book long ago as a young man about creativity. And this man who wrote the book documented that nobody ever who did look for grand things to create. I mean, like advances in science, or they all got it through what it's called a eureka moment.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it's another 5 minutes. Okay, 10 seconds went by. I'll take it. You may want to talk about this.
Well, actually, you were.
Hey, you want to read the
Well, if I may,
I'm going to meditate.
Okay, you can meditate. You were talking about Forbes magazine, and you were talking about the economics. Yeah. And I know on the other side of this chart, you have a chart that relates to economics.
Yeah,
you might want to develop that,
let's
maybe.
Put down this.
And then you got a lot
www.MNN.
Yeah, that's
7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and that's my show.
Right.
Okay, I want to every 5 minutes. I'm going to turn it around.
All right. All right.
I'm getting into the swing of things.
So this is, let me bring it that way just a little bit. Okay.
Sure.
Now you got this, you got a chart, and you brought out Forbes magazine, and you were talking about the economics and so forth, and you had an investment strategy for the people who have capital, that you were not wanting to take anything away from them, but you wanted to require them to do a certain kind of investment in wind energy, if I heard you right.
I didn't bring that letter to I was writing a letter to Warren Buffett to put up $2 billion to build that's what I heard it would cost, but it could be $3 billion. It doesn't matter, $5 billion. To take a company like GE, they're horizontally integrated. They make the second largest company in the world for making wind generators, wind turbines.
They also do a lot of atomic development, too.
Yeah, but that's not my interest. My
interest
is to focus on the positive, and I avoid the negative.
Okay.
You don't get anywhere if you... The garbage is endlessly. I got enough garbage.
Yeah.
From the
TV.
I
know what you mean. Yeah. Right. Right.
Okay. So I don't want to put down anybody. I want to put in the future.
Right, and bring everybody up, maybe.
Yeah. Sure. That's my. I'm a Capricorn, and the Capricorns are goats. There's a Mahayana Buddhism and Hinayana Buddhism.
Yes. Right.
I forget which is which. I think the Hinayana. They want to just leave.
The major path.
They want to just they just want to leave and go to God directly. I don't want to do that. As a Mahayana Buddhist, I'm not a Buddhist. I'm a Universalist.
Okay.
But as a Mahayana Buddhist, I would fit in.
Yeah.
Because they go to the top of the mountain, which I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
Which means
enlightenment.
Full enlightenment. That's a 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
And then I want to turn around, which I'm doing now with this sign, being here, and pull you up out there, up the mountain.
Yeah, don't they have a thing they have a thing like they call a bodhisattva consciousness.
I'm not
and the bodhisattva gets fully enlightened, but instead of going to nirvana or wherever they go, or Atman, that they come back in order that all humanity can be enlightened, so that they would be the last to go through the path, through the gate, having helped everyone to become enlightened. And isn't that sort of the essence of what the bodhisattva idea is, or not? Maybe you're not familiar,
No, I don't know the details. All I know is every spiritual teacher, if they're an honest teacher, does not require any money. If you went to, let's go back to here. We can flip back and forth. I got a lot of things to show.
Yeah.
And if we don't show them, that's fine too. Here's my teacher. He does not, they would not take a penny if you offered to them. $100, $1,000. You have to be initiated.
$1 million?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
$1 billion, they wouldn't take it.
They could do a lot of good for that.
They're not trying to do good. They're trying to get people to awaken. They only teach two goals. This is let's see if I can find something here. I don't think I have it here. This is Amory Lovins stuff. I don't think
Amory Lovins, yeah, he's really good. Amory, and what was his wife's name?
Oh, she's history.
What was her name?
Hunter Lovins.
Hunter, yeah, Amy and Henry Lovins. Yeah, out in Denver. They're really good with alternate
No,
energy.
out in Snowmass, Colorado.
Oh, are they? Yeah, okay.
They also got an office.
Colorado, yeah.
They just made an office in Denver.
Uh-huh.
That's, what do you call it? They're trying to, what do you call it? I can't remember, but in architecture, the standards, the highest standard is called platinum.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, they got a building in New York they're building right now on opposite Bryant Park, opposite corner.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
Across 6th Avenue or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
across
really?
6th Avenue, across 42nd Street, diagonally opposite.
Okay, is it a green building or you got ecological?
When I say platinum standards,
yeah.
There's no higher standard.
Yeah, along ecological lines, right?
Green building.
Green, okay, yeah, right.
It's the highest standard.
Really? Uh-huh.
Platinum. And
is it in construction or is it already constructed?
It's almost finished.
Okay, good. That's good to know, yeah.
So.
And was Amory Lovins involved in the design and everything?
I don't know, but his group.
Yes.
Let's put this up here.
Okay,
then.
let's put it up
okay.
and we can come in on it, yeah.
Okay. Transform this world through RMI. RMI, okay, let's take a little break. You can read the sign if you want.
Well, I can have my red glasses on. Transform the world through RMI.org. That's a site. RMI Applied Science in, see, I don't have my glasses. To create the sustainable future. Very good. That's a huge question. Sustainability is a huge question now that we don't
how far did you get?
Rape the planet. I threw sustained.
Okay. Students can become science leaders by spending time at RMI studying, by downloading valuable papers for free. Mm-hmm. I downloaded the book Winning the All Endgame that George Schultz recommended.
George Schultz did, right.
He wrote a foreword, a huge foreword.
For Amory Lovins?
For that book.
For that book. Was that Amory Lovins' book?
I'll show you the book in a second.
Okay, okay.
By learning to persevere.
That's a big
I
word.
persevered, and I'm persevering now to create a human awakening chain reaction. You get 10 people in, let's say, a week. Mm-hmm. They get 10 the following week for the common good. Mm-hmm. And then
they get 10.
Each get 10 in 9 weeks, or any 9 time cycle. It could be 9 hours, 9 days by 10.
Yeah.
Or 9 months, wouldn't matter. We can transform this world if we only would unite.
Yeah, because the numbers get huge. It's like compound interest.
A billion. 10 to the 9 is a billion.
Is it true that fast?
There are only 6.5 billion people.
Yeah,
in the world.
Heading for 10, I think.
There are only 6.5 now.
Yeah.
At this time. We got to take into account what's available now.
Yeah, okay.
And so therefore, 10 to the 9 is a billion. So in 9 time cycles, any time cycle,
right?
It's 9 months. In other words, these 10 people in one cycle get 10 new uninvolved people in the next cycle.
Right.
That's it. And we can transform this world.
That's right.
Because we can be in 1-1000 groups, which would be a modern-day town hall.
Oh, right. That's true. Absolutely true. Yeah. And there's communication.
And you don't
need
internet.
Possible.
And
you don't need internet.
You don't even need it because you can do it with the photocopy.
Yeah.
You can do it with the neighbors.
Getting together, people getting together and meeting in person. That could happen.
No, there's something stuck on my foot here. Okay. Piece of gum, maybe? I know.
It could be. I think
no,
not.
No, but that's what happened once.
Gumshoe. Yeah.
What happens to me one time?
You stepped on a piece of gum?
So I take it off.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Scrape it off.
Yeah, I know.
Takes work.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's turn the page.
Yeah, but Amory Lovins is a really good guy.
I'm going to turn the page because I have about 3 pages on him.
Okay, fine. He's got some charts and you can put them up there and everything.
Okay.
And
let's see what it says here. It says, you want to read it?
Well, I have to get my glasses, my spectacles out. I must get.
I'll take a break when you read.
Transform the world through RMI.org again, and it's RM documents how to get off oil. That's what you were talking about, wind energy. You wanted to encourage Mr. Buffett and others to invest in wind energy. I think a lot of people do. In a book, Winning the Oil Endgame, that can be downloaded for free. Free is a very good price in any currency.
You can buy it at Barnes & Noble for $40. I don't know about Amazon.com. They usually cheaper than Barnes & Noble by a few dollars. But originally it was $40 there.
Yeah, but you're saying you can get it free. You have to pay for the ink and the printing. That's all.
No, you don't have to pay for anything because you just...
Or you don't have to pay. You can read it off your screen. You don't have to do anything.
I have a file.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
I had slow speed when I downloaded it. It took 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
340 pages in color and everything.
Yeah, isn't that something? Isn't that amazing?
Now it would probably take. I have high speeds. It'll go 1, 2, 3. But
yeah, right.
Okay. See what it says? Innovations for profits, jobs, security. I would say. I'm going to look at profits. I say prosperity. See, peace. We can have peace, joy, and prosperity. If we would only get the rich, Congress can get the rich. Congress allowed the rich to make vast amounts of money. This book, I mean, I wouldn't even. Well,
no, show it. Go ahead, show it. You can hold it up. Hold it up in front of yourself.
In other words, this book says Bill Gates now got $59 billion. He made $6 billion in 1 year.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
And likewise, Warren Buffett made $6 billion. He's at $52 billion.
Yeah. If I may, there was an article in the New York Times. There was an article by Louis Uchitel, you know, the very learned writer on economics in the New York Times, and I think it was titled "The Richest of the Rich Celebrate the New Gilded Age," and the percentage of the income, I mean, the wealth is even more, that goes to the upper 1/100th of 1% is back to where it was in 1920. A gilded age. The concentration of wealth at the top is growing exponentially nearly now.
Well, I don't want to get into all this.
Okay, that's just sort of what you were...
But that's too vague stuff.
Okay, okay.
Well, let me show you something that's not vague. Let's finish this thing first.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, again, what segment are we into?
I have no idea.
Oh, I know. I look at my watch. We're now into the 5 times 5 is 25. That's 25 minutes have gone by.
Okay.
Now we're into the 6th segment.
Okay, good. Okay.
5 minutes.
Good.
We've got 11 segments to go.
Right.
All together.
I see it all as a seamless web, but okay.
It's good to take things in small pieces.
Okay. Be particulars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get with that.
Yeah, but you brought that out and everything. And you were talking, if I may, you were talking about Mr. Buffett perhaps could invest, or the wealthy, if they could be either encouraged or...
He doesn't have to invest.
You seem to be saying that if the wealthy were made to invest in wind energy...
No, not made to, required.
Required. What's the difference between required and made?
I like the word better.
You like the word a little less demanding, right?
It's just the normal... made means like you're forcing them.
Yes. Well, required, what is the difference?
It's less
harsh.
Yeah.
Less...
My original show used to be called Soft Love Exploration.
Yeah, soft love is a thing. I think Amir Lovins is into that. Yeah, and you could also say they could be encouraged to. That's a little different, but it would set a different thing. But the point being, in a certain sense, that they could invest in wind energy because the wind energy could take us off our dependence upon oil. Apparently, there are models that show that. I think, right? A big issue.
It's very simple. Let's finish this.
Okay.
And then we'll go back to economic sanity.
Yeah, that chart you got. Okay, fine, sure. Whatever way you want to do it.
Okay, I have to turn it over again.
Okay.
Okay, so here's his book. He's a Mickey Mouse guy. He just said, what I want to do is dramatically do it.
Right.
So, but at least he's on the right path. Walmart listening to him. A lot of people listening to him. Walmart's going to double the efficiency of their trucks. They're not going to buy trucks that aren't as efficient. Okay.
Now, when you say he, you're talking about Amir Lovins?
Amir Lovins.
Yeah, he really is taking off. I know.
No, they hired him to make their stores energy efficient.
Okay. So smart. We all should do that, right? Yeah.
But they hired. They know who Bill Clinton, and him. So Bill Clinton knows what's going on. But there's too much resistance. Nobody knows how to overcome the resistance. So my idea is to overcome the resistance.
I see, right.
Focus on wind generators.
And good design.
It's already out there, the good design.
You think? Yeah, okay.
I know.
Yeah, okay, good.
In other words...
That's very important.
General Electric is number 2 in the world. Danish company. They don't want to come here, Vesca or something. They're number 1 in the world. They started it first. And Germany is maybe number 3. Spain's number 4.
Company in Denmark, was there?
Vesser, I think it's called.
Yeah,
but I don't have the names.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to get it down.
They're working those designs out, and the design is becoming more efficient all the time.
They got that finished. It's just a question of building bigger ones.
Yeah.
GE has a 1.5 megawatt tower.
Wow.
And they're going up to 2.5 megawatts.
And the bigger it is, the more energy you realize.
More efficient.
More efficient. You get economies of scale, I guess,
yes.
or something. Yeah.
And you get more energy, both.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And the farmers can make $3,000 to $5,000 just from keeping it there. They still can farm all around it.
Yeah. Right.
So the farmers benefit also.
And apparently, you talked to me on the phone the other day. If you had it in some of those Midwestern states, you could almost supply the grid from electrical energy from wind itself.
Now there are 4 states out of 5. Any 4 of them could replace every power plant. We make, if anybody's interested in numbers.
Yeah.
See, people don't understand. I don't know if I talk about it, but anyway, maybe on my show I will one day.
Well, you're talking about it now.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And it's an important issue.
I don't know if I should promote the numbers. You see.
Yeah. Well, numbers work for some people.
I don't know if I should. That's all I'm saying. So I'm making a little pause.
I think it's good to keep the numbers in a pattern way rather than going into all the details of the math.
No, well,
but yes.
No, it's basically
so people can understand.
It's also the language.
Yeah.
In other words, the difference between kilowatts and kilowatt hours.
Yeah, right.
Kilowatts is power.
Yeah.
When you multiply power, if I had a sign here, I would write it down.
If we had a sign board
to
write it.
No, if I had a stand here, I would
Right.
You see?
Or you could have, Mr. Perot used to have all those places to
write.
No,
I would just write it down what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
So like I would write power equals, I think it's energy over time.
Okay.
The time over energy. See, it's a good question. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I got lost.
Energy over time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you multiply by hours, you cancel out the time and you get energy.
Okay.
In school, they don't know how to. See, I come from an engineering background.
I know. And did you say you took a chemical engineering degree or something?
I have a chemical engineering degree.
Where'd you take? I don't mean to pry, but where'd you take that?
Well, I'd rather not. It doesn't matter. You know, what's the difference? I have a chemical engineering degree. And
yeah.
I didn't want to talk about that. I talk about the numbers.
Yeah, you want to talk
let's
about the
issue. Let's finish this up first.
Okay, good. Whatever you say.
I don't want to get distracted and think
right,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I said I had a chemical engineering degree because important story. If you love someone, I was very inhibited. I was socially. I was a dysfunctional family, but my father was loyal, my mother was loyal, but they didn't know how to socialize us. So my father escaped from during 1917 from Russia.
Wow. Yeah. Right.
Lucky I had relatives here.
Yeah.
And my mother from Poland.
Yeah. A lot of trauma.
And my father couldn't write or read. My mother couldn't do much, a little bit.
Yeah.
And there was no education.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know how to. Like my sister could scream and go into a tantrum. She's 5 years older than me, and and she'd get her way.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's tough to go into a new situation.
No, so I had my other sister was like mush, push and mush. I told you. One was pushy and then it was mushy. There was no. I had one. I'm an athlete because I had to escape the house.
You were athletic, yeah? What'd you play?
No, I'm just making a different context.
Oh, okay.
I was athletic because I had to escape the house.
Oh.
And I had to be in the street.
50-yard dash, huh?
No. You're making a pun. But in the street, you play stickball.
Right.
Throw the ball.
Yeah.
And so I have to spend time there.
Yeah.
If I had let's say, a sister who, wasn't a bully, pushy.
Yeah.
Then I would have stayed in the house.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't read. Even though I had read 50 books, I had one success. I couldn't read. One success, and I read 50 books one year. One teacher knew what he was doing.
Yeah, at school, at the public school, yeah.
Yeah, in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
Prior to that, none of them could get to me. But one teacher got to me.
And then it was like the breaking the dam, right?
And that's true for anything.
What 50 books did you read?
Doesn't matter. I wrote them down.
You haven't got them all written down and everything? Got the notes? You got all the notes you took and everything like that?
In 1 year.
I know, yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot.
No, it was. I'm just saying, one success, one book that turned me on.
Right.
See? I used to phony it. I used to always get classic comics and write the report.
Yeah.
And one day the teacher said, these are the books only. And I couldn't find it in classic comics. I was trembling.
Oh, you had to read the book, huh?
And I laughed and laughed. And
right.
Hey, books are wonderful.
Yeah.
And after that, I got absorbed in books.
Yeah, you got teaching yourself a lot. Yeah. And you still are. Yeah.
Well,
you still read a lot, right?
I only read for purpose. And so many people, bright minds, even Amy Lovins, they don't know how to write. But I have the capacity to take ideas and make them simple.
Uh-huh.
That's my one of my gifts.
That's really important, you know. That's like pattern recognition. That's really important. The human mind is very good at pattern recognizing. A lot of disparate things and get a pattern.
One
and
of my
that's really,
strengths,
we're good at that.
I'm an integrator.
Uh-huh, good, yeah.
I can integrate. I remember when I was in college, and I couldn't write a paper. I was the only kid that got a D. Should have failed me.
You got a D, yeah.
And my sister wrote the paper. She couldn't write either.
Uh-huh.
She was better than me, but...
Do you remember what the paper was on?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Many papers.
You couldn't write well?
I couldn't write a sentence. Even in high school, I had to force myself to... How I ever passed the Regents is a miracle. I had to write an essay. I'll tell you one time, even when I was graduating college, to become a chemical engineer in well, it doesn't matter when it was.
Yeah, but okay.
I was...
It's pretty good to get a degree if you can't read and write.
No, I didn't say I couldn't read and write.
You finally did, yeah.
I didn't say
yeah.
that. I said you misinterpreted, but I don't want to care if you can misinterpret me. It's fine. I was talking about love, the importance of love. That's the point I was making.
That's a biggie, yeah.
I had one love in my life, only for 3 months.
Oh.
But because this one incident transformed me. My mother always said, one more, as I tried to escape Monday's fish. One more, and we'd be fine.
Trying to escape what?
Monday was fish with bones in it.
Fish with bones for the dinner, right?
Yeah.
And you were trying to get away from the fish with bones dinner?
I never liked Monday night.
Oh.
My mother was very like you, very...
You weren't... It used to be the Catholics didn't eat meat on Friday. They would eat fish on Friday. I'm not sure if that still holds.
So there was always...
Were you Catholic background?
There was always fresh string beans with carrots and fish with bones. And I was a little boy.
With bones.
And I remember going to the floor,
Yeah.
sitting on the floor in my mother's bedroom there, and playing with toys. And she, one more.
One more toy? One more fish?
No, one more bite of fish.
One more, trying to feed you the fish. Oh, I see.
She was fish.
Go away!
She was fish forcing me. The point I'm making is I didn't know what truth was.
What a great movie your life would make, huh?
I didn't know what truth was. But getting back to this first love, see, she did.
You're a man now, you're talking.
When you love somebody, I never had sex with this woman. If that makes you a man.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Sure you want to go into this? Okay,
no,
go ahead.
You said I'm a man. What
Yeah. No, you were grown up is what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, but you imply like a man has to have sex. Okay.
Well, I didn't, but go ahead, yeah.
That's the implication I picked up on, whether you did or didn't. Maybe your alter ego, the kind that is...
Oh, God, let's not get into psychology. It's too convoluted.
No, that's very important.
Okay, yeah.
That's the thing we left cliffhanging.
Love. Well, I was thinking love more like Jesus said.
No, we have two things in our being. I looked in the dictionary. It makes sense. There's a third meaning. I pick up the third meaning.
For love? There's agape.
For alter ego.
Alter ego. Okay, that's another biggie that we had since Freud and Jung and whatnot.
The alter ego that I am for you is a friend.
Okay.
I know I used to be in counter groups in the 1960s.
Yeah.
And they stand behind somebody, and the alter ego would talk like a friend. Because the ego is mixed up. There's another definition of alter ego, and that's the hidden self.
Ah, okay.
They're both hidden. But we want to awaken the friend up. And we want the, I hate to use the word devil, but the devilish.
Okay.
The one that's the hidden self.
Yeah.
Rudolf Steiner, I remember reading him, he says...
Who?
Rudolf Steiner.
Oh, yeah, Rudolf Steiner. Colors, yeah. Yeah, Waldorf schools, yeah, he was great. He was one of the most hated enemies of Adolf Hitler.
I have no idea about...
Yeah, he was. He was great. Rudolf Steiner's a real philosopher.
You remember what I was saying?
You were talking about... I don't. I've interrupted you, and I've got off the track of what you were reading Rudolf Steiner, and you were talking about alter ego, I think.
Yes.
Yes, right.
That brings up the subject.
I think so, yeah.
I remember reading reading something about there's some hidden face in us. I like to say things very precisely.
Yeah, okay.
He's taken a long-winded chapter by chapter, if I remember correctly.
Another big fat tome, huh, Mr. Gibbon?
No, there's so many people who are brilliant, like Amory Lovins. They don't know how to write. Or you have guy Ray, what's the guy?
Kurzweil?
Ray Carey.
Ray Carey. Okay, well, I thought
I bought his book, Democratic Capitalism.
Yeah.
And it's just, I could probably write that whole book in one page.
Do it if you can encapsulate it.
I'm doing it all.
Yeah, you're doing it on your show, and you're doing it right here and now.
No, I haven't done it yet.
No.
You know,
Ray Kurzweil, you know Ray Kurzweil also, the cyberneticist. The last book he wrote, it was a major book. It was called The Age of Spiritual Machines and Cybernetics. And you know, I want to tell you something, just for your interest. He didn't write the book. He spoke it. What are you doing? Hallelujah. Anyway, I was just talking to you about that. Maybe I should just be quiet.
No, you could talk.
Okay, yeah, but
I surrender.
He spoke the book. He didn't write it.
Is this surrender? I'm surrendering to you.
And listen, you know what else? As a young man, everybody knows how to talk.
You don't have to even have a gun on you.
You don't have to be able to be taught to talk. And if you can talk a book, then it can come out in, you know, they can translate.
The message here is you can meditate any position.
Oh, I see. You can meditate with your hands up in the air?
If I say any position, but it's best to meditate in a comfortable position.
Yes.
Maybe we should put the master back up.
Okay, right. Maybe, yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're having more fun than the law allows, David.
Well, I had an agenda.
The law puts limits on how much fun and joy you can have.
I had an agenda,
don't they?
To transform this world, to put us in joy.
No, you are doing that. You are doing that with your work. You are really doing it. You're a real
I'm talking about right here and now.
Yeah, okay, right here and now.
We're never going to get to
Be here now. Remember that book? Did you get into that?
I would recommend. I read that book.
You did. Did you like that?
Baba Ram Dass, and it's not a good book.
You don't think so, really?
It's a good book, but not a good book.
Okay.
Like Ray Carey is not a good book, but it's a good book.
Okay.
In other words,
the message is there, but not very well presented.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of times people get to the essence even. In other words, so many people, even the Christ, let's say.
Yeah.
They're promoting Christ. Who knows? No one knows. You know. Nobody knows anything.
There's a priori mystery. I think we're going to
nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
it's okay to have faith. You know, and the faith should be love. Anything that is beyond love should be thrown into the return to God to have him repolish it.
Yeah. Oh. Bring it back. Yeah. Refurbish it. Send it back into with the elves and have them refurbish it. Right.
Repolish
Bring it back. Yeah.
The rough edges.
Yeah.
You have to repolish the rough edges.
Yeah. Argument means burnish. You know, like you burnish a piece of ceramic or something. You burnish it. Argument. Literally, I think the etymology it has from burnishing. So you're arguing. You get things, you know, smoothed out and everything.
Are we ready?
Yes.
To go on to
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
You should always try to think, how do we transform this world?
Yes.
Anything that doesn't do that, don't get into it.
Really?
That's just ego.
Not to reify. Not to just
if it doesn't have any impact.
Transformative quality. Yeah.
Transformative quality to raise the consciousness.
Yes.
That woman you had on, the one who was very, faith is, if you have faith, you can act. If you have fear, you sit on the fence.
I think so. It does that, and they can.
We all have
tyrannies use fear.
We all
to
have
control.
Fear. No,
of course we do. Fight and flight and all that stuff. Yeah.
No, you're not getting the point.
Okay, sorry.
We all have fear.
No
matter who we are. In terms of a lot of historical past. So Scientology tries to get you to
clear.
What it really is, it's what Walpay. Reciprocal inhibition in the 60s, you know? And there's another study, as you think, so you become. In other words, they did a study, I have to look it up again.
Yeah.
I studied abnormal psychology. When I'd study anything, I would get 8, 10 books on the subject.
I know what you mean, yeah, right.
And I just pick out what's good, and the rest goes into the way it should be.
And you'd run it down like a hound dog runs down a fox.
I just look for the essences. I'm not looking to know too much.
Okay. Yeah. Patterns, that is, again. Yeah.
I'm always looking for patterns, but I'm looking for the essences. It's more essences than patterns.
Yeah, that's
But you need patterns to find the essence.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, perhaps so, yeah. Or
in mathematics.
It gives you a synergistic resonancy that encompasses systems. It's the basis of systems thinking, which is very important and valuable.
That's all I think about is systems.
Yeah, right. It's very important now. And it's becoming available to us in a way we haven't had out of history.
I'm not interested in the highfalutin stuff.
Okay.
I'm interested in being able to talk to a 3-year-old.
Or a 5-year-old.
Anybody.
5-year-olds?
Up to 100.
Yeah, 5-year-olds are wonderful because they got some vocabulary.
Well, maybe I can show some stuff here.
Okay, sure. Which one? This chart. This chart.
Forget about
that. Okay. Forget
let's go.
that.
We're going to talk about academic sanity soon. I'm going to go through the stuff I've done.
Okay, good.
I've done stuff.
Good. Okay.
I'm on a new season, fall season. So this is...
Now, we're 45 minutes in. We got 13 minutes to go,
Okay,
just to keep you on
No,
track.
it doesn't matter. If we don't finish, we'll have another
No, we'll finish.
Another show next week.
Well, maybe. We'll see about that. But go ahead.
It's important.
No, we got 13 minutes. Let's try and get things in 13 minutes.
I'm negotiating with you now.
Okay.
It's important because he told me they're here for 2 more weeks. And
Who? The leaders of the world?
That's what
Well,
Dan
yeah.
Kaufman, and how do you call it?
Coughlin.
Coughlin.
I think so.
I'll ask him. He'll be the final judge.
Yeah.
But you can say he's wrong, right?
Yeah. They used to have
Hey, you
Father
don't know anything.
They used to
Okay.
have Father Coughlin in Michigan in the
Okay,
30s.
but who
Yeah.
knows how you my name is pronounced, there's 2 ways to pronounce Kaufman.
Yeah, Kaufman, yeah.
There's 2 ways.
Okay.
Kaufman or Kaufman.
Uh-huh.
Now, which one do you think it is? You don't know.
Kaufman. I always say Kaufman. I've had a lot of friends Kaufman.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay. I'm not the first time. I'm wrong. I'm shocked.
You know why you're wrong?
Hi, why?
Because that's how I respect my father. That's what
Yeah.
he told me.
Uh-huh.
And out of respect for him and my parents, I say it the way they said it.
Okay. How'd they say it then?
Like a cow
Kaufman.
rather than a
Oh.
horse.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, but this thing with the energy and the factor of the wind energy, and that we got I heard the word sustainability, and it's important for us to be able to get to a system where we could have sustainable systems and so forth. And if you're going to have that 10 to 1, that 1 to 10 to 100 to 1,000 thing going, that would be something that is going to engage them in an important thing. And the issue of sustainability and the way we're going to program politically, economically, in terms of design, consciousness, and so forth.
What are you saying?
It's very
in a nutshell?
important now.
What did all? Can you summarize that to me?
I just did. That was very
That's
much
not
of
a
a
summary.
summary. The idea of sustainability is extremely
Summary
important now.
Summary is about 10 words.
Well, okay, but sustainability is an important concept, and you're very concerned with it, it seems to me. That would be the message that would be
I don't think I'm
conveyed.
that concerned with it.
You're not, okay. It seems
In other
to
words,
me you are.
I'm concerned with something that's more meaningful, that can touch people. But this book, for example,
Yeah.
you see, I want to focus on the concrete. And if I do make a general statement, I want it to be brief, to the point. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a sign. 10 words on 1 page. That'll be the essence of the chapter.
I see, yeah, right.
If people don't say essences, I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Again, most of my signs are like a paragraph.
Yeah. And you've constructed all these signs, yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Let's go through this quickly.
All right, all right.
Doesn't matter. We get to anything important.
Okay.
We should have another show. Let's get.
Well, and another.
I want to do it right now. Right with you. Forget about this. I want to negotiate you right here and now. You see, these people. We'll go through this stuff more focused on your show. Okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Okay. So this, I don't want to go through this.
Okay.
Like, let's see the big pictures only. This goes. So number 1 is go to rmi.org.
Yeah, that's a good.
And if you have children, they'll become geniuses if you don't push it on them. Give them one good experience. That's all you need is one experience.
Like you had with the book, or the teacher.
I was a teacher. I was pitching a ball on the roof at on 20th Street and went to the schools there. I had to get all the details.
Yeah.
And I have good control being an athletic person.
Underhand, you were pitching?
Softball. They have a roof on PS 40 on 20th Street.
Yeah.
And I was teaching brain damaged kids.
Good for you, yeah.
And one class, the teacher was so constipated I couldn't get her to do anything. And the other class, I had a teacher let me do what I wanted. And I could reach the kids.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's good, yeah.
And so this kid, he was feeble.
Yeah.
He was short.
Yeah.
He had brain damage. He was classified as.
Yeah.
And I pitched the ball so perfectly, hit the ball, and it was a home run. Everybody, and then bases were loaded.
Yeah.
And he had to go. Let's go downstairs. The next day he came up there, and everybody was cheering him.
Yeah.
He was
really?
He was going with all his
yeah,
might.
Yeah.
One success you got to get. If you're, don't ever. I learned one thing. It might be valuable to your guests.
Yes.
Don't ever force anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to damage themselves seriously.
Yeah, you pull them out of the way of a car or something. Yeah.
Something. No, they may want to jump out the window.
Yeah, or that's
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You have to save a life.
Yeah.
But it's doing homework. Once I insisted, I used to be a home instructor for an hour a day.
Good for you again, yeah.
And I was teaching emotionally disturbed kids.
Good for you, doubly so, yeah.
And so I played games with 5 words. This was a 10-year-old girl who couldn't be in class because even with her Spanish teacher, she couldn't even live with her mother. Her mother was too severe, living with her grandmother. And her mother was a reputable person, assistant in a law office. You know, once I gave the girl, I made a deal with the girl. My mother knew somebody, helped somebody, got a gold, one of these pocket platinum watch. I'm not into money, so I got permission from my parents to give it to this girl as a deal. She would do so much homework. She loved antiques. And the mother made her give it back to me.
I'll be darned, really.
Some people interfere, and they don't even realize what they're doing. So I remember.
Walk gently.
People were so happy to see me. This girl, 13-year-old, a chubby boy, about 13 too, separately. I taught them one-on-one. And I remember insisting that the girl do her homework. I never saw her smile on her face the rest of the term, no matter what I did. So I destroyed a relationship. Same thing with that chubby boy. So I swore when I dealt with emotionally disturbed children, I would never put any pressure on them.
I think it's a good idea generally for the human society.
No, I just learned that recently.
Yeah, it's good.
That was a joke.
I used to try and explain.
Somewhat.
I understand. I used to try and explain that when I was an enlisted man in the Army to the sergeants about why don't we do this more democratically?
Why did you do that to me yesterday?
Why don't we do this more democratically?
Why were you
and they would say, just march in the line.
Why were you so harsh on me yesterday?
I wasn't harsh. I was busy. There was all kinds of things going on. Anyway, but that's a good and I think that the degree to non-coercive is really, I think actually that's the best because something is, and yet so many of our institutions and the assumptions of them are authoritarian. Prisons.
We have to learn.
Do you know what I mean?
That's an idea about.
They used to have slavery.
You just triggered me.
They had slavery.
You just triggered me.
They think people are like slaves.
I have an important idea about prisons.
An important idea. We only got a few minutes left, so get to it, please.
No, I don't have to get to anything.
I know. We're stuck in time. That's the trouble.
There's no trouble.
Okay.
We can do another show next week. I'm serious. I want to do Monday. Be great. Any day you want. Same thing. And we'll be more focused then. We're not focused. That's okay.
We're pretty focused. You got into some good
No, we're not
things.
focused. All I wanted to talk about is, let's just go through this. I wanted to talk about let's go.
You have been talking about a number of very, very important things. You didn't show the chart about the economics. The economics are very important.
I'm doing it now.
Because so much is dictated by economics, and people are enslaved by bad economics, it seems.
Here's some facts that I've investigated. And these the two facts I'm going to talk about.
Go ahead.
Matter of fact, I'll put a sign up with the facts on it.
Put the sign up with the
facts. I'll
facts.
have to find it.
You don't want to show this one,
I want to
David?
show this too. But
let's show. But we've only got 5 minutes, so why don't we show this?
No, I want to do what I want to do.
Okay, I know that. Yeah.
Okay.
I want everyone to do what they want to do. I think there's something in that. You know, if people are doing what they want to do, I think it's much more effective than if they're doing what they have to do. That's my own general thought. I believe that.
So what am I looking for?
Well, I'm not sure. You were talking about this.
Well, if you don't talk, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Well, you were going to talk about economics, I thought.
Yeah, I want to put something up, but I don't know what it was. If you would have asked me, and then I could be focused, but I have to look. I know what I'm looking for. It had to do with something to do with that chart there. What could it be? It's not. This is the same. See this?
That's the chart. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but I got rid of the bottom part.
Yeah, okay.
And I put the bottom part here, and I made a statement. So
and you use these in your show. Yeah, it's good. You bring them up. Yeah.
I don't use that. I use this.
Yeah.
That comes from 5 years ago. I used to go out in the street carrying these things. Go to Central Park. Kids can organize that.
It's like Hyde Park Corner.
And this is what I made a nice point, and you buried it.
Oh, sorry. What's the point?
I said kids, students. See, they can take this and put a lean-to. It leans up. See, let me show you.
Yeah, that's a good design. That's good design. Yeah, it'll stand on its own.
And I can flip it over. I can put four things.
Put it
and
anywhere.
I can put a bar down there and use this chart here.
And you can put this on public access television, which is like Hyde Park Corner, and put it out to a lot of people, including maybe there's a world leader who's watching now.
I've met lots of people.
At the UN.
Let me get this out of the way. I forgot what I was looking for. See what happens when you talk too much, Harlow?
No. Well,
you see I'm doing something, you know. Go with me, not against me. Okay. I'll put I made a sign this way.
Yeah, you showed that before. It's over here.
I know, but
Oh.
I'm going to show it again.
Okay, if you want to, yeah.
It's the end of the show.
Uh-huh.
I have it on the other side.
Yeah.
But I can, you know.
Both sides of the sign.
No, I didn't know whether I had time to make it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's one
That's why I was
that
late.
darn time.
No, I was late.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So I made it both.
Uh-huh,
I was going to
yeah.
bring this,
Uh-huh.
but I'd rather have the bigger sign.
Right.
So I took the time to make the sign.
Very good, very good.
It's a little late.
Well, you know, it's really interesting, and I think you're absolutely right, Amy really loved it. And that thing about the wind energy and the thing about sustainability and the thing about the exponential
Let me make a point before the show goes up the air.
We only got a couple minutes,
Let me make a point before it goes up the air.
Okay, we got a couple minutes.
Just relax.
Yeah, I'm not relaxed. I just know.
Just-
I want you to get in the essential.
Just relax.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay. We have enough wind energy in this country to replace every power plant. 100 nuclear, 1,000 coal plants. We don't have to replace them. We could, with just 4 states.
Yeah,
We have enough wind energy 3 times over to make electricity. We don't have to make any more coal. And the miners won't have to go into the mine.
Black lung.
And getting back to the prison idea.
Yeah.
So in the Midwest, it's a vacant plain there. All the prisoners begin a second chance. Instead of going back to the cities and taking drugs or crime, because when you go back to the same environment, you're caught up in the same things.
Yeah, really.
So and all the people who know how to do carpeting, plumbing, they can learn that stuff. And even the industrial prison complex can go out there for those who don't want the second chance. So it's viable wind energy. All we need is the money up front. Then $2 billion. There's the 16,000 companies that could build the parts, and they would start production right away.
That would give people jobs.
It takes 2 years. It would give the prisoners opportunity, give everybody a tremendous amount of jobs.
Yeah.
And then the companies, it would take 5 years to replicate a company. And the billionaires could be required 1% of their wealth. See, look what they had. They had, in 95, they had $17.5 trillion. They gained $17 trillion in 10 years.
Going to the
That's 71% they got of the money.
Yeah.
And the bottom 90%, which is most of the people, had $8 trillion of wealth. They doubled it in 10 years. They 7. So if they had paid off the debt was $5 trillion, 7.7 trillion. That doesn't matter. What mattered was $300 billion over every year for 10 years. That's $3 trillion.
Yeah.
So if the rich had paid off the 1% of their net worth, would be in the top 1% would be $200 billion.
I think we better run the credits now. We're going to run those credits.
Okay,
That's really interesting, but I think we better run this.
Next time we'll focus on economic sanity more, starting off. But you got to be. We can make a show together.
Well, perhaps so, yeah.
I mean, together.
But I got to say goodbye to them for now, for this show.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It's been a pleasure. Your pleasure to have the perceptions of David Coughlin.
Let me put my thing
I mean,
up.
David Kaufman.
Doesn't matter who I am.
And he is the program. It's called the Ethical Social Networking. It's on Manhattan
worldwide
every day at 7 a.m. And it's streamed to the internet, as is all the programming at MNN. So it's an outreach of a Hyde Park corner. The thing about that thing is, I think those people, you got a difference between requiring or so forth, or encouraging them at a consciousness level to do the wind energy thing rather than requiring it. That's
both.
the thing.
I'm going to do both.
Can we do both, right? Okay.
In other words, what's his name? Warren Buffett got people by giving